when you have a situation where there is a parent that is alienating or doing what they call parental alienation,
Mhm.
where it is difficult for that other parent who's being alienated to be able to have a reasonable, rational conversation and correspondence and interaction. You do see a lot of men online where I'll never give up on my kid, and they have this, attitude. So I would ask you, do you fall in the category of you never giving up, or should a person take a maybe a different approach to, you know, when you're being actively alienated against and it's actually really nothing is really getting through?
Well, I would say if you classify my position, it'd be on the camp of taking a different approach, right? But it somewhere lies in the middle because I also say you never give up, right? But you have to understand what that actually means and what it looks like. It doesn't look like what you see on TV or in the movies where the father, like, lived in his car and stalked his kid to school and like basically gave up his whole life to try to be involved in this kid's lives. And it's almost like you see these men that they basically make themselves these martyrs, right? For no good reason because it doesn't actually work. When you actually look into these issues and you talk to people that actually have been through it, people that have actually experienced it, the never giving up actually looks like on the surface of it, of actually giving up, right? Where I would say a better way to say it is actually pulling back. And because what happens is when a child is in this space of they've been, and for whatever reason, let's take the mother out of the equation. Just say for whatever reason the kid wants to cut their father out of their life, right? Usually happens around teenage age, right? This is where they become independent and they think they know the world and they start whatever it is. At that point, no matter what you do, is going to be used as a reason for that kid to justify their decision to cut you out of their life. And I've been through this personally, and I've been through all stages of it. So if you try really hard, like you text them and call them every day, they're going to say, you keep harassing me and bothering me and you never give me any space. Then if you pull back and say, I'm going to give you your space, they'll say, you never text me, you never call me, you don't care about me. So you're pretty much damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. So really, you have to change your mindset and say, okay, the best way or the best hope I have of like never giving up and that hope of having a relationship with my child is hoping that in the future, when their brains are fully developed, when they actually can look back and like look at, analyze their lives, if they ever get to that space and realize like, hey, I was wrong. And they actually have to come to you and initiate the relationship. And then the never giving up is you always leave that door open for them to come through when they're actually ready to do that.